Hi, welcome to this new video. In this video, I would like to show you what changed in Apache Spark 3.1 regarding the global watermark consistency issue. So generally, what changed is a new configuration property, which is called, as you can see on my screen, check correctness enabled. So what this property is doing, so as you can see, is only a flag indicating to Apache Spark whether it should either terminate the query or just print a warning if it encounters a global watermark issue. So to illustrate this consistency issue, I will use 3 Apache Kafka topics. So the processing is very straightforward. You can see that I am doing simply joins between these 3 streams, and later I will print the results to the console. So before executing this demo, I will simply select the breakpoints corresponding to it, which are under this directory. And the broker just started. So now I will create the 3 topics I will use in the demo, and later I will start the code. Okay, and let me start the code with this property enabled in debug mode, of course, to see what happens under the hood. So as you can see, the first thing which happens is the check whether we are dealing or not with some stateful operation. In that case, you will see that by stateful operation, we are considering the aggregates if we are working in structured streaming, joins, if both sides are the streaming sides, so if we do the join between 2 different streams, of course, arbitrary stateful processing, and the duplication, so drop duplicate operation. So later, we detected that there is one stateful node in the plan, and later we will check whether in the sub-plan, so under this plan, we can find other stateful operations that can emit late rows, which is quite important here because you can see that not all stateful operations are considered as the operation that could emit these late rows. And you can see, for example, you can see that if we used an inner join between 2 streams, remember we are using left outer join here, we wouldn't consider it as an operation that could emit late rows. But anyway, all this should evaluate to true. And as you can see, we have our message that you maybe saw in Apache Spark 3.0. And later, regarding to this correctness property, we will either simply print this message, or so print this message in the warning, or in your this guard, and throw the exception to the application. So here you can see that we decided to throw this exception, and our query cannot continue, and the user has to, there is no other way to overcome that except configuring this property to false. But anyway, it's very clear to the user, it's very clear pointer to the user, indicating that there may be some consistency issues regarding the stateful query. Just to demonstrate what happens when you set it at false, normally you will see that it will not fail the query, but only print some warnings in the logs. So the warnings are just here, but the logging, as you can see, arrived to the same point, so to the same of the point of throwing an exception, but since this fail when detected is disabled, we will simply log a warning. So as you can see, our query continues, and just check the logs here. It was the correctness. Yes, you can see that we retrieve our detected pattern of possible correctness issue due to global watermark. So what is this correctness issue? I put some explanation in the blog post, which is linked in the description of this video. And besides this explanation, I also, in the blog post, you will also find some extra features of Apache Spark structure streaming in the 3.1.1 release. It was Bartosz Konieczny from itx4code.com. Thanks for watching.